The transfer window is opened, and Premier League clubs and different clubs across the world are busy trying to sign players are busy trying to improve their sides. They're busy trying to sign players at the moment. We have players that are being linked with multiple moves to different football clubs. Latest one being Fabio Vieira of FC Porto, who has been linked with a move to Arsenal. In fact, there are rumors that he was having his medical at Arsenal, and that soon is going to be announced as an Arsenal player. And we also have Robert Lewandowski of Bayern Munich in Germany. He's been linked to the move to Barcelona in Spain. We have Romelu Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku made such a high-profile move from Inter Milan to Chelsea, and that he has found game time very limited at Chelsea this season. I think the manager prefers different tactics, and he's found game time to be very limited, and that there are rumors that Inter Milan want to re-sign him as well, and that we also have Manchester City have already completed their first signing. They have signed Borussia Dortmund, Erling Braut Haaland from Borussia Dortmund, and that Erling Braut Haaland, I know that he's going to be just phenomenal come next season, and I know that Manchester City have really signed such a quality striker. In fact, is one of the best, if not the best, in the world at the moment in that position, and that Liverpool as well have signed Darwin Nunes from Benfica in Portugal, and that these are players that have really proved themselves, and that we'll have to wait and see how they'll fare in the English Premier League, and that Arsenal has also been linked with quite a number of players. We have been linked with a move with Yuri Tillemans of Leicester Football Club, and Gabriel Jesus of Manchester City. And in this video, I'm going to present a 25 man list, a 25 months list, 25 a list of 25 players, which I think that Arsenal should really have on their team come next season. And if they're going to have these players on their team, I know that they are really going to challenge for the title, and if not challenge for the title, they're going to finish in a very good position come next season. So we're just going to start straight away. In goal, we have Aaron Ramsdale. Aaron Ramsdale had such an impressive season last season. In fact, he was voted the third best player in the Arsenal squad last season, and this season, I know that he is our first choice goalkeeper, and that he looks very reliable, and that I know that he's also going to challenge for that number one spot in the Three Lions Three Lions national team. And our second choice listed Bernd Leno. Bernd Leno has been with Arsenal for quite some time. He was our first choice goalkeeper before Aaron Ramsdale came in, and he's a good backup, and that having him on our team and having him as a backup goalkeeper, I think that we're in really good hands. We're in really safe hands having him as a backup goalkeeper. Then Arsenal also signed Matt Turner from Major League Soccer in the United States of America, and Matt Turner is also another goalkeeper that Arsenal have on their ranks, and it's just up to the manager. We have Aaron Ramsdale. We know that Aaron Ramsdale is going to be our first choice goalkeeper, but how he's going to find game time for these two other goalkeepers, then I think that is just up to the manager. But these two other goalkeepers have to settle for maybe less playing time because Aaron Ramsdale is going to be our first choice goalkeeper. Now, I had the managers talk about having a 25-man squad list. Having a 25-man squad list means that you have three goalkeepers and two players in each position, and that will give you 25. And 25 is such a good number. It's such a good number because you need squad depth. Remember that this is a season, and a season is more of a journey. There are so many things along the way, and that you need numbers. You need a quality player to come in for another quality player if you want to win the league. You, you don't want weaknesses in your team. You want quality for quality. You want somebody reliable for reliable. You want somebody who can come in and fill another player's position easily, and that no effect is felt on the team. And that on our right back position, we signed Takehiro Tomiyasu. Takehiro Tomiyasu has been quality. I think that just from videos, YouTube videos, from the first time they signed him, I thought that he looked quite brilliant. He's crossing and defending as he's attacking. And I think that he is our first choice right back at Arsenal at the moment. And that our backup right back that I want Arsenal to retain is none other than a player that has come in through the ranks, and this is Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Ainsley Maitland-Niles is a he spent the last season at Roma in Italy, and that he's versatile as he can play in a number of positions. But with him, I want him to concentrate on playing in one position because from the time I started watching him, I know that he's a quality player. There are some games in which he was called upon to play in different positions, and that I think he's such a reliable position. There was a time when he was called upon to come and mark Eden Hazard, and he has done quite a good job. He has done quite a good job on Wilfred Zaha, and these are quality wingers, and he has managed to play quite well against these quality wingers, and this is the reason why I feel like he should be our backup right back. Him together with Takehiro Tomiyasu, they should challenge one another for that position. Now onto our left back position. And our first choice for that position is Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney is solid from the few seasons that he has been at Arsenal. He's very solid, and is such a good fullback that can overlap, defend, attack. He's good, he's solid defensively, and that he's such a quality player to have on your team. And that his backup or a player that I feel that they should challenge one another for that position is Alexander Zinchenko of Manchester City. Alexander Zinchenko is a player that has also been linked with a move to Arsenal, and that he's quality. I think that he is quality, and that he can also play as a midfielder. But currently, at the moment, our midfield we have so many numbers in midfield, and that we are looking to add on to improve our left back position, and I think that he should be our. I think him and Kieran Tierney should be our left back players for that position, and that I know that he is quality, and that he's going to really impress us. Now on to the midfield. The midfield is usually the engine of the team, and that our first choice players for that position is usually Granit Xhaka, Thomas Partey, and Martin Odegaard. Thomas Granit Xhaka is more of a holding midfielder. I like for him to maybe protect the back line, sit deep, make maybe limited forward movements, and he is known for his passes and help build the play from the back. But Thomas Partey, on the other hand, Thomas Partey I think he's a box player. He plays so much better as a box player, and that him together with Granit, they form such a nice partnership. But I want these two players to really understand their roles. Granit, DM, defensive midfielder. Thomas, central midfielder or box to box, because he's more mobile. He can easily run with the ball, and team on having Thomas on the team really makes the team to be very strong. And that, yeah, those are my two players for that midfield position. And that their backup, the backup for Granit Xhaka, I want Mohamed Elneny. Mohamed Elneny really played well during the last few games of the season, and that this meant that he had to be awarded a new contract. I think that is the reason why he was given a new contract, because his performances towards the end of the season were quite impressive, and that the manager had to extend his contract by one more year. But Mohamed Elneny, I want him to as well to play as a holding midfielder. I feel like him and Shaka, they are they should go. They are better at that position, holding midfielder, more than box to box midfielder, and Granit and Shaka should be our holding midfielder. Now to another player that who is going to be a backup to Thomas Partey is none other than Yuri Tillemans of Leicester City Football Club. Now we've been linked to the move with the move with Yuri Tillemans, and that Yuri Tillemans is a quality player. I've seen him play in the league for quite a number of years, and that his quality, and that him together with Ndidi, they really formed quite a midfield partnership at Leicester. Ndidi sits deep and defends, while Tillemans is given this license to sort of defend and attack, and this is the reason why they really look good together. And we really needed a competent box to box midfielder, because when Thomas was out, then the team had really suffered for quite some time. And I feel like I feel like the central midfielder position is one of the key positions that Arsenal really had to improve on this season. And if we manage to sign Yuri Tillemans of Leicester City, then I think we'll be in a good position. We'll have such a strong midfield, and with 5 substitutions, I know that so many of these players will get playing time, because 5 substitutions means that so many players can come in instead of a three. You now have five, and this means that more playing time for many football players, and that in our attacking midfielder position we have Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard had really impressed in his during last season, and that I think he was only second to Bruno Fernandes of Manchester City in the assists, and that he has really managed to prove himself, and that and the come next season, I know that he will only look to to be better than the player that he was last season, and that I think he's such a quality player to have on the side. And his backup, I want Arsenal to go for somebody with experience, and this is a player that played in the league for a few years, then moved to another league in Italy, then back to England, and this is Danish player Christian Eriksen. Christian Eriksen has really managed to impress me from his time at Tottenham. I thought that he was one of the best players at Spurs, and that at the moment I know that he's really experienced, and Christian Eriksen is a player that has been linked with a move to with he's been linked with a move to several big clubs: Manchester United, Tottenham. They've been rumored that they want to sign this player, and I think that is a player. If we can get him, I know that he really fit the forward line quite easily. He's a player who normally plays as an attacking midfielder, and that this is a player that I really want the manager in the football club to sign. We know that we've been linked with a move to Fabio Vieira of FC Porto, and that I've also seen his videos and it looks quite quality. And I don't think that I have any problem with his talent. But I think that maybe I'll just prefer Christian Eriksen because of his experience. Then to our left wing position, uh, I've listed Emil Smith Rowe. Emil Smith Rowe scored quite a number of goals last season, and that he was also one of the best players in the team. He came in through the ranks as well, and that he looks quality. He's young, and that he only looks like he'll get better season after season. And this is a player that I've listed on the left wing, and another player that I'd like him to play on the same position is Serge Gnabry. Serge Gnabry was an Arsenal player at one time, and I thought that he was really impressive. And I really don't know why Wenger decided to let him go, because from the first moment I saw Serge Gnabry play his football at Arsenal, I knew that he was quality. I remember there's a match where Arsenal played against Tottenham Football Club, and Arsenal ended up winning 2-0, and that Serge Gnabry and Theo Walcott were the tormentors in chief in that match, and Serge Gnabry is quality. From the first moment I saw him, I said that he's quality winger, and I don't know why Wenger decided to sell him, but he made a move to West Bromwich. His loan move to West Bromwich didn't work. Then he moved to German side Werder Bremen. Then I think Bayern Munich sort of signed him from Werder Bremen, but I know that Serge Gnabry was our player, and that at the moment he's yet to sign a contract extension with Bayern Munich. He only has 1 year left on his contract, and that at the moment they haven't reached an agreement with Bayern Munich. And this is a player that I know that most Arsenal fans would really love him to rejoin our club. He was our player, and he's a player that I know that most fans would really love him to be a part of our team. And we're really looking forward to Arsenal signing Serge Gnabry. And onto our right wing. Our first choice was definitely Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka was Arsenal player of the season for last season, and that he's young. He managed to play each and every match in the league last season, and that I really thought that there were times in games when he could really use some rest, and that I wanted somebody who they can really challenge, somebody who they can challenge each other for that position, and that's why I was thinking of maybe Serge Gnabry. But I decided to place Serge Gnabry on the left wing and move Martinelli on the right wing, because I think that might be the I think the best way to fit it. And I know that Bukayo Saka, he can't start from the bench. You know that Bukayo Saka, he might rest a few games, but you know that Bukayo Saka is our best player, and if you are a best player in the team, that means that you get to start most of these matches, and that I know that maybe he might. I know that Bukayo Saka maybe might get some rest in some few games. Martinelli might start, and it also depends on how the manager is going to rotate this squad. But I want Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli to play on the right wing come next season. Then to our center forward position. Is another crucial area. You know that a good striker usually, the golden boots usually, these players, they usually end up scoring close from 20 to 25 goals in a season, and that we need a quality striker up front if you're going to win the league, or if we're going to rejoin the Champions League, we need a quality striker up front. And Arsenal have been linked with a move to Manchester City. Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus, I think, is quality. From what I've read online, is that his work rate is just amazing. His off the ball movement is just amazing. He's not only a good striker, but he also has this amazing work rate. And this is a player that I like to be our first choice. This is a player that I like to be our first choice center forward player come next season. I want him to be the first choice center forward player, and that he could have signed for Arsenal. Only I think that it's only that Manchester City are holding out for a high fee. I think that the stories online that Arsenal had made a bid of around £30 million for Gabriel Jesus, but Manchester City turned it down, and they are holding out for a fee close to £50 million. And I know that maybe if Arsenal were to pay that amount of money, then Manchester City will let us have Gabriel Jesus. Then our second choice player is Edin Ketia. Edin Ketia is a player that has also graduated from the Arsenal Academy. And I said with Eddie, this is a big decision that needs to be made. And I decided that it is now time for Eddie to play with the big boys. And I think that Eddie is going to be my second choice striker. My second choice playing the striker position. And that it is time for him now to really join this main league and play week in, week out. It is time for him, for the manager to find him more playing time. And that there are also stories online uh, that he has signed a contract extension, but it is not yet officially announced. So at the moment, I don't know if he has signed a contract extension, but unless it is officially announced, then that's when I'm going to present it. But I want Eddie to be our second choice strike, to lead the line come next season. Then I think that another player that Eddie, now that Eddie has moved into the first team, there's another player that is really trying to join the first team, and that this player is none other than Folarin Balogun. Folarin Balogun is also a player that has come in through the academy, and he spent the last season at Middlesbrough. And that come next season, I want him to be our third choice striker come next season. And that it means that maybe he might get some few games. He might get some few games because we have Jesus, Eddie, but he might get some few games. But I want him to be our third choice player and help the center forward and help this center forward position. And that is my 25 player lists. And that before I finish, I know that we have Nuno Tavares. I want Nuno Tavares to go out on a loan. I want him to move out on a loan, maybe join a club, maybe in the Premier League. I want him to gain more experience, and that more experience and more playing time, more experience, more playing time, more confidence, and maybe we'll see his situation. Then we also have Albert Sambi Lokonga. Albert Sambi Lokonga is a player that I think that he also needs more game time, and that a loan move might really benefit him. And I really want him maybe to move to a Premier League, to a loan move to a Premier League side. And he has shown his potential that he can really be a good player, and that I think he plays so much better as a central midfielder more than a holding midfielder. And that this is a player that I like to see him get. This is a player that I want to get more playing time, and I know that if he manages to play week in, week out, then I know that he's going to really mature and become the player that we signed to come and help our team. Now, I'd just like to thank everyone for watching this video. Please remember to subscribe, like, leave a comment, hit the bell icon so that you get a notification every time I post a new video. And cheers everyone. Bye bye.